It has arrived.
Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and I failed my review back in art school, so this video is me turning that review into a giant rug so I can stomp all over it. No, that is not good. You really gotta hook them. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and if you've ever felt inferior or stupid or uncool, this video is for you. Wow, you're gonna make them buy into feeling stupid? Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, let's make art. Brilliant! Well, this is already a weird one, and you're gonna have to pay off that title that everyone clicked on. In a past video, you may have seen that I explained that this big deal art review is not very flattering, and they basically said that I wasn't good at art, and so it would be really funny to blow that up into a big art piece rug and then walk all over it. And I would be doing this on my channel where I make art for a living. Take that, professors. After that, hundreds of you said yes, please make that rug, so here goes. Hundreds of people commented that because that video got 858,000 views because my art gets tons of attention. Cool, you're just gonna make whatever the masses demand. Needy. It is 3 pages and I need to turn it into 1 rug, so the first step is to Frankenstein the worst parts into 1 super fail page. While I do that, we can see how bad my scores were. Artist statement, sucked. Oral presentation, inadequate. Sorry, I'm not good at orally presenting. Depth of vision, deficient. Critical thinking, inadequate. Contextual awareness, unsatisfactory. Idea generation, deficient, inadequate, unsatisfactory. Now this part stings a lot. Quality of work, deficient for grades. So I was getting A's, but they're saying here, you should not have gotten A's because you suck at art. Yeah, but I did get a 4.0. That you don't deserve. Carnegie Mellon. I should explain, I love this school and I loved my college experience, so this is extra embarrassing because I'm not like, screw you, authority. I very much respect this institution. I'm leaving in this section where I kind of did well just to hammer home that, oh no, you can't use the excuse these people are just mean. It is possible to get a good score if I was actually good, even though half a point away from perfect still burns because I feel like my work ethic and productivity is, I don't know, my entire personality. It just so happens that the day I am filming this is the anniversary of me promising to myself 10 years ago that I'm a YouTuber now and I'm gonna post 1 video a week and not miss. I haven't missed a publishing day for 10 years and I now post once a day on 2 different channels. I am determined that the YouTuber stereotype of, hey guys, sorry I haven't posted in a while, is the opposite of me, and yet I am still a 2.5 on work ethic. So what? Working hard does not make up for a lack of talent. Nothing wrong with being proud of how exceptional you are at discipline, dedication, commitment, willpower, follow-through. Bored. Oh yeah, those 2 are weak narrative devices to help me show you my battle with my own brain. Hey, that sounded mean, I should have said it. You may have picked up on this from watching my videos, but I go back and forth between 2 things. I feel like I'm understanding the world and competent and confident, and then I'll swing all the way to questioning my every move cause I'm an idiot. We've been here all along, we just get to talk in this video. Anyway, digging up all the bad feelings I had when I got this 20 years ago is not helping me silence those 2. Yes, because now you're still just as crappy at art as you were 20 years ago. While we're discovering how I feel like I don't belong, I want to show you something that helps you discover more about who you are and where you belong. MyHeritage sponsored this video, and they help you build your family tree, discover your origins, and find new family members and records, and when they said that to me, I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot of work. But then I tried it, and it is incredibly easy and so fun. It's like a game, except it's real people, your actual ancestors. They have this thing called instant discoveries here. I'm putting in my grandma. And then I already have matches for new people that are in their system. They have over 36 billion records, and you can just tap into that and then grow your tree. Look at this, I started with just 7. They call it the magic 7 to unlock meaningful connections, and I was like, okay. But it's true, and then you just click away, and now there are over 60 people with really cool stuff about them. Look at this. My great-grandmother, you can see the handwritten manifest when she arrived to the US on a freaking immigration boat. That is so cool. And it's that kind of stuff for so many people. Look, you wanna see my mom looking like a babe in her marriage announcement in a newspaper? You know what a newspaper is, kids? And then they have this image enhancement thing where, okay, I have this blurry photo of my grandpa from 1937, and you can just up resolution it with a button and then animate it. Look at that. I'm looking at my 10-year-old grandpa looking around. This is crazy. From a blurry mess to this. And then I sent it to my mom and she said she was tearing up. It's really cute. And you can do this with your own family tree, and you can do it for free for 14 days with my link in the description or the QR code on screen. Go try it out now. Now, instead of 8 by 11 inches, I want it to be feet. Super huge for under my feet. The printout came from a very low resolution file, so I need to make it big and high quality with vectors. And while I do that, let's talk about how I got this file, because it is concerning. I asked my school for a copy from their records, and they emailed it to me. Nothing concerning there, except in their email that had the document attached, they said, "It's really nice to be able to keep up with your practice on social media." Oh, so 1, they are going to see this video, and 2, they've seen my past videos, where I'm very clearly using a level that was taken from the school's wood shop. Look, I don't remember putting that level with my stuff. Yeah, right, you know you make up stuff on the internet for a living? I certainly would not do it intentionally. You know me, and I know you know that's true. But once I realized I now have a plan to return it back to them when I'm in Pittsburgh in the future, so CMU, don't worry, I'll get it back to you. Now, I am to the point of adding this devastating paragraph. There is so much painful stuff in this. Let's just look at this one little part. Alicia needs to find good titles for her work. And then they say, my titles do not make an audience more interested. Wow. My entire career hinges on making compelling titles and the thumbnails to go with them. They also said it would be beneficial for Alicia's future artistic development if she took on more risks in her work. Okay, the high-res version is done, but my art school teachers think I need to be better, so let's go. Right now I'm tossing around the idea of titling this video, "I turned my F+ art review to a rug," which is hilarious, because it looks like it has the word fart in it. No, they didn't say funny, they said make the audience interested. Okay, maybe I title it this, "I quit YouTube," because maybe I do. Or maybe I'm not quitting, but who cares? I'm being super risky, risking clickbait. Hey, can I use the words "I'm engaged" as a you? Maybe I risk it and lie about being engaged. Maybe I am engaged. I don't know. Subscribe and stay tuned to find out. Really, I haven't decided what to do with this video yet, and it's already turning out super weird, but you watched to this point, which is fantastic. Thank you. And also it's weird that you know and I don't. Which title did you get? Next step is to figure out how to get this manufactured. And I'm doing it now because night here is morning at the factories I'm gonna try to use. Working on this piece reminds me of how excluded I felt back then. The art world prides itself on being exclusionary. We are special, you don't get it. You're not welcome here with us superior people who understand and make and display art. Also, if what you make is pleasing or entertaining or funny, it's not good art. Those people would not want my art in their galleries. The way the art world is cliquish and closed off and judgmental, in the back of my head that still makes me feel like I'm making inferior art. You realize what you call art is whining in your pajamas on the internet. I have now found a factory, worked out all the details, and they are supposedly making a rug. And I don't know if this video is going to end with a rug, but I'm trusting someone that is so far away from me they're living in tomorrow. Yeah, there's gonna be a rug you never miss. And we may get a rug that may look like crap and be unreadable. But now I have to sit and wait to find out. Of course, I'm not going to actually sit. This weekend is open sauce, so I am going to the coolest conference all year instead. Look at this, they let me talk in front of a bunch of people and those people wanted to listen. Proof, it's working. You're good at making art. I always want to make artwork that invites people in, things that are enjoyable and entertaining. Increasing joy feels like art to me. The art world gets to feel superior because they're the art world, but I don't want to bring them down. Instead, I want to bring everyone up. With my art, everyone is allowed in this special art world to feel superior. Well, that's impossible because the definition of superior is that you're above someone. Whatever, with art I can do the impossible. Such as removing imposter syndrome from human consciousness through art that reaches a large number of people. It's funny, one of my questions on one of my panels led me to this story about myself in art school and my desire to reach a large number of people. In college I did this thing where I made these little sculptures, as many as possible. They just look like little pawns, like little cute little men, and I would reverse pickpocket them into people's pockets, and my goal was to get my art to as many people as possible, and they find it and be confused. Then I put photos of the pawns up with a website so then people could go and interact and be like, how did I end up with this art? But I think it would be cool to then get more people in on that, and now that I have global reach, maybe we're all 3D printing something that we're reverse pickpocketing and making people have art. Ha! Your art is so bad that you have to invent reverse stealing to get someone to take it. If you think I should restart that project or you want to be a part of helping me reverse pickpocket people with art, let me know in the comments. Now, I am truly proud of the art that I make. But then I see someone like Brilliant Maddie here and I feel like a dummy. His stuff is so cool and well executed and he's so freaking smart. This scene was supposed to be about him helping me find a place to get the rug manufactured, but instead I'm spending it voiceovering about how inferior I am to his genius. Yeah, but how cool that you've crossed paths because clearly you've gotten far with your art. Name drop? I can't believe you're using an actual good artist to try to flex on your own channel. Yeah, he's good, but it doesn't mean that he can do what you can do. No one can. What are you talking about? Look at me. I'm also on the internet. In my pajamas. Anyone can. The manufacturer is finished. Oh my goodness. Look at these pictures. That is readable. So clear. I was not sure, and now I'm very sure. That is huge. That is so huge. Did I go too huge? I didn't think about the fact that I'm gonna have this thing physically. Wow, it's making me feel weird inside. Goodness, that clarity. But really, what did I do? Yes, we will see how it feels in person, but now I have to sit and wait until the shipment gets here. Of course, I'm not going to actually just sit again. I have to work on art for my other channel because yes, I do consider my fitness channel to also be art. I work hard on it. It invites people in. It's entertaining. Yes, it also involves whining. Ooh. Whoa. Ow. I was like, total body suck. I'm gonna throw up. And being in my pajamas on the internet. I worked for over 2 years to get a strict muscle up. And yes, I do consider my muscle up to be art. As well as the story of my journey to do it. If you haven't seen my Fitness Outrageous channel, that video is one you'll probably like. That also means the sculpture that I've been working on the longest is my body. Oof, yikes, that definitely should have hit the editing room floor. I can't believe that's in here. I'm just gonna ad-lib. Now look, Grandma, have you seen real fitness influencers? I can't believe you're literally flexing now, not just figuratively. Look, put a shirt on. The rug is so big and I really want to capture it well for you, so I am upping the quality of my art with a new tool that you will become very adept at using, that you will break. Two things can be true at once. One reason I keep making art the way I do on YouTube instead of trying to get into the exclusionary establishment is because I truly believe it's where the future of art should be. Any innovators that really created something great were not doing things that were approved at the time. I truly believe if Andy Warhol were alive today, he would be a YouTuber. And you know what? He almost flunked out of art school and was on academic probation at Carnegie Mellon University. Now this is me before using my drone, registering it, studying, taking the test to get my flyer certification, because I do respect institutions. I want to do it right. I want to play by the rules, win by the rules, which leads me to a question for you. Yes, I still think the art establishment is crazy and scary and exclusionary, but should I try to conquer it, sneak in and have my art and myself as an artist accepted? Yes, I once snuck a cardboard cutout of me into LACMA, but I mean, should I try to figure out my way into the gallery world the way that I've figured out how to build a successful YouTube channel? You won't. Yeah, that sounds really tough. How would you even start? Oh, right. You can! Of course I would bring you along with me for the ride. It feels like a crazy challenge. I don't know if I could pull it off or if it would be even worth trying. Let me know what you think.
It has arrived.
By the way, not only do I think everyone should feel superior by appreciating art, I think the idea of being an artist is also too exclusionary. I think everyone is an artist. I think my dad selling beer is art. I think the pilot flying me to that convention earlier was art. I think you watching YouTube, hearing my thoughts, and thinking about how you feel about it is art. And I have proof that realizing you're an artist makes life better. But I have to go back to yesterday to show you. I'm bringing you to meet my computer programmer friend, Brian. Before I met you, you did not consider yourself an artist.
Not in the slightest.
And now you do?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
You were largely the catalyst for such. You just had this moment where you're like, art is art if you say it's art. And I kind of was just like, oh. That week, I did like my first newsletter to like 20 friends, and I was just like, I am an artist.
So how has your life gotten better now that you're an artist?
I've gotten so much joy, so much peace, so much like vigor, but at the same time, like things that I've learned there have gone into my work.
I'm gonna present something to you that maybe you didn't think about when we first talked about this. That separation, that work and the art.
Yeah.
This part's also art.
Art is not just a painting. Like art can be an experience, it can be a story, it can be one medium, it can be multi-medium.
It can be driving a bus. Shout out to all my bus driver viewers.
I just remember this like one bus driver in elementary school that like would give out candy and like everybody loved them. Yeah, it was their art.
Making the kids experience on his bus was his art. I want to give you permission that if you're so freaking good at whatever spreadsheets that you're making, that you're passionate about that you're focused or executing really well or doing a really good job at forcing yourself to do something you don't want to, that's also art.
I agree in the conceptual aspect of it, but I think where it differentiates for me is how other people perceive it.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm looking at it from a perspective of my own internal labels on things, but man, somebody's gonna look at this video and they're gonna go, that's not art. Oh, wow. We just opened on my real first name and deficient. Oh, It is soft and lovely. The handwritten check marks. Wow! Look at this! Oh my goodness! Larger than my workshop. Oh, if art isn't good, make it bigger. I think I learned that in art school. This is not actually the first time I took the rug out of the box. I had to make sure that it turned out okay and confirm with the manufacturer, and make sure that this story would actually come together in a compelling way. So I already unfolded this once and then I had to get it back exactly as it was, except it didn't have to be exact. But I wanted it to be, so I wasted over an hour frustratingly trying to figure it out. It's like folding a map if you're a mouse. All the while I have words like deficient and unsatisfactory staring back at me, reminding me to question if I should even be making the video that is currently being filmed. I am really not sure. This is a departure from my usual video style. I didn't make this rug by hand, but I normally would have. I had it manufactured because 1, you've already seen me make a giant rug with readable text. 2, my art school teachers in a different review basically said I need to realize that my work would be better off as high-end than handmade. And 3, I am overworked. I thought getting the piece high-end manufactured would help me relax a little, but pulling together the story for this video ended up being even more work than my usual. At this point, conquering the gallery world feels like it would be easier than YouTube. Now this is funny. When I confirmed with the manufacturers that I got the shipment, they asked me for a review. My, how the tables have turned. I am now the reviewer critiquing an artist's creation. Step up and prepare to be judged. Beautiful work, great quality, extremely responsive, and lightning fast turnaround. I'm so pleased with how everything went and how the product turned out. Smiley face. And another smiley face. Now let's show you this beautiful work. My review of the company made me realize that you, me, and everyone else on the internet are now constantly getting little reviews. Likes, mean comments, shares, ignored by connections, ignored by the algorithm. If this art review felt like a big stab to me, everyone is now getting attacked by 1,000 little cuts. So I wanted to share my struggle with being reviewed in case it helps anyone else out there feeling the same way. I don't really have an answer about fixing it. Maybe just lean into this part of you, but recognize that this part of you isn't going anywhere. I think Carnegie Mellon agrees because my review also said it is almost always in an ambiguous situation, somewhere between vulnerability and confidence where her work becomes relevant and strong. I hope you found this relevant and strong, but it's okay if you thought, what the heck? I did not expect to get some crap about imposter syndrome. This was a rug pull. Before the stomping, I want to talk about this piece as a rug specifically because now I'm seeing it out here. And I realized that I love the folds. Normally the folds on a rug would be something to get rid of, but these folds in this rug make it look even more like a giant piece of paper. How cool. And now we have finally arrived at the stomping. And I don't want to. I can't believe I'm taking my shoes off to preserve the condition of my giant critique. Ha! Take that! The thing that made me feel bad, kind of. Not that it kind of made me feel bad, it's that this is kind of insulting it, but not really. This is such a weird feeling because I like it. It also makes me still incredibly uncomfortable. But man, I'm proud. I don't know how to feel. I'll just feel soft and comfy. It really is a nice experience being on it. But also I need to find some place to put it, which means the vicious thing that I like is also a burden. It's very confusing. Thanks again to MyHeritage for sponsoring this video. You can try them out for free with my link in the description or the QR code on screen. If you liked this, you'll like seeing when I turned a ripped out car seat to a kinetic piece of furniture art. I'll put that down there for you. Nope, that's not a great sound. Hey, Best Pally, I'm Allie. And this one time, I completely tore apart a car in the name of art. I saved one of the seats we ripped out, and it is now my favorite chair. But I think it can be better. First, I'm cleaning and deglazing the surface because we need some serious color customization. But not just one solid hue. We're going to turn